Yo, welcome to the stream! Sorry I took so long to go live. I know I usually go live at 11... wow, time confused me for a second. I know I usually go live at 11 p.m. and not 12 a.m. Wow, that fucking threw me off, I don't know why. Point is, I normally go, if I go live at 11, but some days I might go live at midnight, and it usually just depends on when other people go to bed, because I stream when people I live with are asleep, so that way, you know, that no one ends up, like, screaming personal info in the background or something, you never know. Anyway, yeah, that's why I'm a little later than normal. Did you hear about what RobTop has been rating? I was actually about to bring that up. That was going to be the first thing I was going to mention on stream. So, yeah. How about that rate wave? That fucking rate wave is crazy. I joked about it on Twitter, but yeah, I'm honestly, like, jokes aside, legitimately shocked that message to RobTop got rated. That's the one I'm the most surprised about. So I'm a little concerned about, stream quality. And it's because I got a new monitor, and that monitor's a higher resolution, so I'm kind of hoping that things end up looking okay, because I don't know... I mean, I imagine it'd be fine? Stream is fine quality. Let me... Okay, so let me just do this. I need to boot up, like, random auto that's super fast-paced. Let's go with e-tron. Oh god, my phone just vibrated, and you probably heard that because it was right up against my monitor. Let me put Do Not Disturb on. There we go. Anyway, I want to test this really quick, if you guys don't mind. If stream quality's not the greatest, it's fine. I just hope it's not that bad. But I need to know. I'll let this play for a second, then I'll look over at my second monitor. Okay, so let me... I just want to double check quality here. Yeah, it looks fine. I mean, a little bit of compression, but nothing too bad. Oh. No, that's bad. That's really bad. Actually, I was on full quality, right? 1080p, yeah. My standards for video quality are a little bit higher than they need to be, so like I said, it's probably fine. What did you see? It looks fine. It's just pixelation that I don't like being there, but it's whatever. I can't really crank up the stream quality too high anyway, so it's just kind of gonna have to work. Give me a sec. Alright, sorry about that. Random, out of nowhere needed to blow my nose. It just hit me. Okay, so, yeah, there's a lot of topics coming up on chat. We have some stuff to catch up on before we start playing. Just a lot of interesting stuff. So, first of all, the, let's start with the thing that I mentioned at the beginning of, I think it was my last stream, the mod chat leaks. I have a copy of them. I've yet to go through them, but from what I've been seeing, generally immature and in some cases predatory behavior from certain people. A lot of stuff that makes me not like Viperin. You can find it on Twitter if you really want to, but it doesn't seem like... I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say too much because I have to go through them myself to verify things, but it looks like a lot of weird things, but at the same time, those things could legitimately be excused as jokes from what I've seen. So, I don't know. There's a lot of weird shit in those leaks, for sure. The thing about those leaks, though, is I feel guilty going through them because, while I have good intentions going through them, those leaks are just generally fucking annoying. The mods hate WK Games. I am so not fucking shocked. Who, like, nobody seems to like that guy. And I feel bad saying that because I don't like talking shit about people, but, like, he's so... whatever. Y'all know. You know my history with him. Who is WK Games? A star grinder that used to frequent in my chats, but whatever. I know, I just don't like being that mean to people. Something about saying, like, oh man, who likes that guy? It feels very high school drama, and I don't like being that way, so whatever. Viperin gets exposed every 6 months, and half the time it's fake. Yeah, I mean, yes and no. What I will say, though, about the leaks, the thing I find the most interesting about them right now is actually not what's in them, but how the mods have responded to it. Specifically, Pause. Pause, from what I've seen, has kind of handled things pretty immaturely, and Twitter has been fucking mad about it, and rightfully so. Because, like, there was a guy who was acting as a whistleblower and went up to Pause and gave him a bunch of information, and from all accounts, from what I can tell, he doesn't seem to have actually participated in the leaks or the hacking. He seems to have just been, like, around the group when it happened. But despite that, Pause got his whole entire GD account banned and basically said, oh, well, I don't owe you shit. And it's like, goddamn. God fucking damn. Like, this guy could have, if he wanted to, just not told Pause anything and just been a dick. But he didn't. He cooperated. He was nice. And, like, I don't know. It's just like, Pause is fucking toxic as hell from what it looks like. And it's just stuff like that that's coming out. Also, from what I can tell, Colin and EVW are fine. Don't worry, chat. Okay, so, drama stuff aside, because I really don't enjoy talking about this, let's go to the more positive stuff. So, the fucking rate wave. I could show you right now. Let's do it. Oh my god, he's raiding more stuff. He just raided a bunch of easy demons. Rob Tapala, if you are watching this stream, which I highly doubt, please, I know you've already given us a lot, okay? I know you have given us way more than we really have any right to ask for. This rate wave was already fucking insane, okay? But please, Robert Tapala Games, alright? If you can, you'll have to fix a 2.2 bug. But please rate the best 9 circles level. Okay? I've been begging for this to get rated for so long. Like, actually, I love this level. So please, Robert, do it. Wacropolis, yeah, I mean, Wacropolis already got rated, but Wacropolis, that'd be a cool one. I've actually beaten Wacropolis. Not on this account, but I have beaten this. And this level's a blast. I love this. Granted, the gameplay is pretty... normally the word empty is used to describe deco. The gameplay feels kind of empty in Wacropolis. But granted, that's how I feel about 1.9 levels in general, so whatever. But yeah, anyway, getting back onto the topic, Korn got rated, Through the Gates got rated, Message to Rob Top got rated, fucking Denouement got rated, Death Corridor Z. I'm not sure what that last one is. Never heard of this level. Hakaitsu and Katamari, I've never heard of these two. But these are fucking insane getting rated. Like, the rate wave, I don't understand. What the fuck is do you not know about Denouement, Frostwave? Because the beginning is the entire joke. I did sink a few attempts in trying to do this, but ultimately I don't think I'm capable of doing it. Also, why am I playing it on 240? If you try to beat this, lower your frame rate to 60. Apparently lowering your frame rate, even in the vanilla game, still affects DPS. You only heard about it from Angel Effect? Okay, so let me tell you what this level is, alright, Frostwave? This level... If I'm not in preview mode. There we go. This level is basically... What is it, 5 clicks? Yeah. This is 5 of the most fucking insane wave clicks you'll ever see. Followed by genuinely 3-star gameplay. Right? Like, it's actually just a 3-star. I mean, why am I doing this? I have a showcase. Give me 1 second, chat. Yeah, so this is what this level is. It is 5 of the most insane wave clicks you'll ever see, followed by 3-star gameplay. However, even though it's all 3-star gameplay, right? And it is genuinely easy, you're not out of the woods, because despite this being 3-star gameplay with that wave at the end, or at the beginning, it also ends with a hard wave, but not as hard as the one at the beginning. But this is, like, clearly a choke point. Especially... that. Why is the beginning in your showcase decorated? Well, that's the other thing about Denouement, Frostwave, is that the full detail is decorated, but everyone plays it on the LDM because the LDM removes all the deco, but only in the first wave. So, like, this is the LDM, and this is the full detail. But it's funny because like, after the wave, both are decorated the same way. The LDM just specifically removes deco from the first wave. But yeah, Denouement's funny. Death Corridor Z, I said this in a tweet, and I like, swear this isn't a joke. Oh yeah, thank you, display capture is still on. Also, I got a center display capture. You guys have only been able to see the corner. Like I said, we'll get to this in a sec, but I got a new monitor, and I have to fix things in OBS because of it. So yeah, let me fix that. Okay. Anyway, so... my bad. Yeah, so Death Corridor Z, I said this on Twitter, and this wasn't a joke, like, this was a genuine statement, but I also don't want to be misconstrued. This level deserves to get rated, I'm glad it got rated, and I'm not questioning the rate. What I am shocked about is that people wanted this rated. Right? And again, two different statements. I want this rated because it deserves it, but... the reason I'm shocked other people want it rated is because it's really bad. Death Corridor Z, in my opinion, when you disregard the fact that the original is just straight up impossible, I think the original plays better. Like, Death Corridor Z does so much bad things to the gameplay. It is insane. I don't like it. Where am I in my friends leaderboard? Let me... I am number 28. Above Scarf, below G's End. Yeah. But, yeah, so... what was I saying? Yeah. Okay, so I'm aware of Message to Rob Top, Denouement, and Death Corridor Z. The one that I'm not sure about is Through the Gates. I don't think I've ever seen Through the Gates. I don't know what this is. You're not in there? You might be in there, but lower down. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not totally sure what Through the Gates is, but this one seemed to excite people a lot. Verified by XN is not a good sign. Also, one thing about Korn, everyone's excited about this because, wow, Korn got rated, insane, you know, like, this level got unrated because it was unoptimized or whatever, right? But there is kind of a subtle catch to this. When did I get a new monitor? Like, 2 days ago. And I'll get to that, don't worry. But, because I have a lot of updates before we get into the Gauntlets. Things that are really hype. But yeah, this is not the 1 million object version. Yes, this is the 1 million object level, but at some point, the official upload of Korn got, oh, okay, I thought that was I thought that was referring to, like, the recent hacks, whatever. Anyway, yeah, this is not the 1 million object version. Korn actually got optimized, and it's a pretty wild and really good optimization job. Without sacrificing and removing any deco, they managed to drop 1 million objects in half to 500k. That being said, even the 500k version getting rated is huge because 500,000 objects in a rated level is always cool, because in 2.1 that just wouldn't have happened. Thing is if you guys want to know high object counts, right? This level's one that I gotta bring to your attention. This is Studiopolis Zone. This is basically, like, I don't even know how to explain this. I have a showcase of this that I might pull up, but some assets failed to download. Why? Is my game gearing up to crash right now? Yeah, it is. Cool. I've been having issues with my game crashing, by the way, so this might happen from time to time. Just letting you know, chat. It doesn't ever crash when I'm playing levels, so as long as I beat things, I shouldn't, lose progress, but this has been a pretty consistent issue, just warning you. I'm pretty sure it's because of a mod, but I don't know what mod that is. How many objects did Ocular Miracle have? 800,000. Which, pretty funny because of what I'm about to say. So, this level is actually pretty huge that it's rated, because this level, if I go in and I hit play, you'll notice right away that it's taking a while to load. I don't know if I'm going to be able to run this. I mean, especially with me streaming. Okay, well, looking at it, and from the bit I can run, the song definitely did not download. Well, I mean, look at it. This looks incredible, right? So that justifies what I'm gonna be showing you, and so, don't think this runs bad, but yeah, I have no idea why the song didn't download. I also can't delete it because of that. That's annoying. But anyway, if I go into this, I actually think I need to copy it. Yeah, because I don't have Mega Hack. Hold on. Yeah, I don't understand, because you can't delete songs if they have sound effects. It's really annoying. But yeah, I'm going into the editor right now, and it is not frozen. This will work. It's just, yeah, give it a second. At least I think. The game, yep, there we go. 733,843 objects. And this is rated and actually runs pretty well. Gonna press the I button. Yeah, but you can't, like, delete these. It won't let you. I don't know why. Why is the link 13 minutes long? I don't know. Honestly, I don't. But yeah, this is kind of insane. And so, the only reason I show you guys this, right, is to show you that GD in 2.2, after the 64 gig patch that we got like a year ago, the game can absolutely handle high object counts like this now. It does still have its limits. I was trying to merge a level. It's the sequel to Korn, and I don't know how to pronounce it because it's a French name, but I was trying to merge the sequel to Korn because Korn's sequel, when it was released, was split into two halves, and you have to, like, manually merge them yourself in the editor, but that also causes bugs, and it's a whole thing. But that level, when both copies are combined, has 1,400, or not 1,000, what the fuck am I saying? 1,400,000 objects. And, the game does not like that. That does not run well. So, the game does have its limits, but, yeah. Technical, in a Dasher podcast episode, said that he was considering re-verifying, like, bug-fixing, re-verifying Ocular Miracle to get it rated, and I hope that happens. Where's the game music? Oh, there it is. That was weird. Anyway, yeah. Rate Wave is fucking nuts. Korn getting rated is nuts. I mean, this is just such an important level to the game's history. Also, why did he change his name from Hada? Was it Hada 91 or whatever? Yeah, I wonder why he changed his name. But yeah, fucking wild. This rate wave is huge, and I understand why people have been so, Is this a reference to the fucking Adult Swim game? Wait a minute. Yeah, sorry, ADHD, I know. Is this a reference to the Adult Swim video game? Really? Hold on, I gotta like drop everything and play this. I don't know if it's... It might just be, like, the name, and that's the only bit that's a reference, but wow, I used to play, like, the mobile game a lot. Okay, whatever. Alright, so anyway, back to the news. So, Rebeat arc news, alright? Because there's big news with the Rebeat arc. I did one of the most tedious parts of the Rebeat arc. I got it done. Funnily enough, I actually grinded this a lot during my lunch break at work playing on my phone. Sort by... Let me reset my filters. Sort by auto with a star rate. You can see all the levels come up, right? And then if we sort by uncompleted, nothing comes up. This is because... for the second fucking time, I went through and beat every single rated auto. So, now I have 763 stars from autos, which is extremely funny. Also, I'm gonna check this friend request. Who is this? I'm gonna accept that. I feel like I know that person. I'd recognize the name. Anyway, yeah. How was Geometry Map 8 Auto? Funnily enough, I have the footage. For some reason, I never uploaded it. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm going to. But I have the footage, so I can show you how that went. I even rendered it. Where did it go? Did I delete it? Fuck, I might have deleted it. Hold on. I deleted it. Wow, I'm fucking idiot. Never mind, I guess I do not have the footage for Geometry Map 8 Auto. I know why I deleted it, the same reason I didn't end up uploading it. I don't think it's a demon. I mean, truthfully, I could probably just rebeat it right now if you really want proof. But yeah, I don't think it's a demon. Oh yeah, I need to disable the uncompleted filter. That'd probably be important. I forgot how to play it already. That's not shocking, to be honest. Oh yeah, I remember now. That's one of the hardest parts to remember. Hey, you jumped there, yeah. I gotta slowly re-piece this together. And I think you just don't do anything here. Yeah. Yeah, point is I can do it. I don't care. The ball is easier than the first cube. But yeah, fucking, this was fine. Oh yeah, I was trying to remember what I wanted to say about it. Now that I have beaten every single rated auto in 2.2 specifically, I have another bit of huge news that comes off of this. There are no auto levels that are impossible. All of them are possible, obviously, because I beat them. Even bigger news, even bigger news, none of the autos are bugged to a point where they are difficult. There is one singular bugged auto out of all of them. There is only one. And it's the easiest fucking thing in the world because all you have to do is hold as a ship at the end. It's completely free. There's just, you fall out of a gravity portal spam as the ship, and you have to fly above a saw blade. That's it. It's completely free. So, yeah. Like, if you want to beat every single rated auto, now all you have to worry about is the obvious underrateds. You know, where they're just not auto. But yeah, that's big news, because that makes the autos, like, fine again. What's that one called? I don't remember. I'd have to get the ID. I actually saved it somewhere. Let me grab this. Yeah. I literally labeled it first bugged auto because I wanted to document them all, and then this was the only one. Yeah, this is the only auto that is bugged. It might not even be bugged. It's ranked tier 1, so this might just always have been this way. But yeah, like, literally, if I go into this, I'm gonna put on a funny mashup in the hopes that maybe YouTube doesn't get mad at me. Let's go with this one. That sounds great. Sounds fucking fantastic. It's awful. Yeah, and then this is where the bug happens. So now we're just here for the rest of the level. You have to hold. That's it. Because right around here, there's just a saw blade chilling at the top. Other than that, like, it's fine. Yeah, that mashup is fucking horrible. I'm shocked Songfile Hub accepted it. Alright, and now, the final bit of news. And then we'll finally get into the Gauntlets, because I know it's been a half hour and we haven't even played a level yet, like an actual level. So, I have a screenshot of my old monitor for this case, but basically, and I've talked about this on stream before, but my left monitor, the colors were way off, and it seemed like it was getting worse and worse as time went by, right? But, I know in the past I pointed it out with a purple 9 circles level. I think it might have been fractured circles, but I don't remember. But I was able to point it out with that, but the purples on my monitor all looked blue. Now, funnily enough, Linux Mint got an update recently where they added a bunch of really cool-looking wallpapers, and I was kind of just looking through them, and by sheer coincidence, one of the wallpapers they added was perfect for showing how bad the colors were. So this is like an extreme example, but this really shows it, right? This is how off my left monitor was. My right monitor looks correct. My left monitor, look at that. It's so bad. So, you know, the thing is, and I've mentioned this before, but I work at Sam's Club. I work at a Sam's Club and I give out free samples. That's what I do now. And the thing is, I was kind of like looking around, you know, shopping around after I got off work one day, and I saw that they had this is a really good deal, honestly. 100 hertz, 1080p, honestly it might even be, yeah, they're 1080p, 100 hertz Samsung monitors. And they are only $108. So naturally I picked one up, and just look at the improvement. Like compare and contrast. This becomes this. So, yeah, I'm really fucking happy with that. And so, this'll help me a lot judging, because this is another thing. It's also... Chat, I gotta tell you something, okay? I genuinely think that my old monitor was affecting my ability to review levels. Not to an extreme not to an extreme degree, because I don't think there's any re-reviews I'm going to have to do. I don't think there's any opinions that are going to be updated. But, in particular, I remember I had to re-review the Golden, because in ranking the Demon List, I just left it at you can't see anything and called it a day. And then when I did the Supercut, I had to re-review it, because I actually think the Golden looks pretty good when you can see it. What's funny is now I am 99% sure that it was just because my monitor is shit, because when I look at the Golden on this monitor, it looks flawless. There's not a singular issue. So, yeah. What's my favorite random Gauntlet contrast entry? It is a tie between one of the ones that just straight up didn't win. It's the one that's like all 1950s themed and it has like a swing song. It's I don't know what it's called, but it's really cool. Honestly, I don't remember the names of any of the levels off the top of my head. Yeah, Showtime Gambit. It's either that or it's the 2-player one. I think the 2-player one wins out for me, though. Showtime Gambit should have made it. The thing is, I've heard that Showtime Gambit's gameplay isn't good. That's like the downside to it, apparently. I'm not a fan of 2-player. 2-player's hit or miss. I guarantee you, looking at it, though, they've put a lot of thought into making that one play well. I like Showtime Gambit's gameplay. I mean, I hope it's good. But yeah, so I think that's everything. I mean, it's just been a crazy week. The GD community has had so much stuff happen this week. Yeah. I wonder if no, it doesn't look like I have. I was gonna say, like, oh, maybe I beat some more lists because I did all those autos, but I think I only got 2 out of it. Alright, so we're beating Notophobia. That's the main thing we're doing this stream. We'll probably do other stuff, maybe. I don't know. I'm not that tired, but yeah. Hey, Guilty. Welcome to the stream. God, it's gonna be so cool being able to beat this in full detail. Yeah, so, thing is, I forgot to mention this. This is one of the learniest levels I'm probably going to do for the Gauntlet streams. Also, yes, I know, the song is really bad, I agree. It was used well, it's just not a good song. Okay, so 3 clicks, click, click. Okay, got it. Well, that red orb barely functions. Oh, I remember this part. Okay, I know the song sucks, but, like, this part's really cool.
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head.
I'm a sucker for, like, really cool samples, and that's just done so well. Like, the fact the guy says, well, there's no problem. If you have a gun, shoot him in the head, and then the whole screen fucking cracks. Like, that's cool. I like that. Sorry, like, I don't like the song either, but that's fucking sick. What's happened so far? Not much. I went over, like, GD community stuff before this. Someone give the song Oil. Yeah, it's not that good. It's not that good of a song. Oh, I might actually pitch this one down later on if it starts to get really annoying, which I'm 90% certain it will. Okay, I gotta remember to click in my teleport.
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head.
I just... Oh, that part's so cool. That's so cool. The rest of the song sucks. That part, though, specifically is so cool.
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head.
Okay, I gotta click super there.
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head.
Okay, I gotta, like, really lightly tap that orb.
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head.
God, this... I don't know how to feel about this gameplay, though. I'm not gonna lie. I like Enzor gameplay. I like the Layak style of gameplay. It's just... There's some weird fucking timings in this.
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head.
Alright, well, we got the run. Yeah, I did hear about that, Aiden. Beat Denouement, it's free. I spent 2 hours just throwing myself at the first wave to see if I could do it. I don't think it's happening, at least not now. Yeah, 69 to 100 already. Holy lag. Is the stream lagging? Yeah, this song is not good. I'm gonna pull up the stream on my phone so I can kind of eyeball for lag. It looks fine on my end, I guess. I gotta say, this is a weird-ass level for Rob Top to put in the Gauntlets, though. It's not the weirdest, obviously, but this is a very oddball pick. Especially considering what gauntlet is this again? This is one of the Halloween gauntlets, right? I guess it's just because it's called Notophobia, but, like, it feels more alien tech than it does, like, spooky. I don't know. Then again, I guess aliens are a Halloween thing. I have no idea. Yeah, see, that's the kind of thing that's making me feel very questionable about this. Like, this click right here, you have to buffer this, otherwise you hit these spikes. It kind of feels like, and this is not a good thing, it feels like chase gameplay. Like, any level other than sidestep chase gameplay. Like, was it the Essence level, the one from the Magic Gauntlet, Crystal Essence, I think is what it's called, right? Yeah. Not Crystal... No, Crystal Essence is the 3rd level of Crystal Gauntlet. Maybe it is Crystal Essence? Maybe I'm thinking of the final level of the Crystal Gauntlet. I don't know. Last level... Yeah. Empyrean is also pretty annoying. I mean, it's just... Chase has, like, this very distinct buffer gameplay where it heavily punishes you if you don't click things on, like, the first available frame, and it's just weird. And this reminds me a lot of that. Weirdly, I feel comfortable with this already. Oh, you have to keep holding, okay. Yeah, what the fuck is dying like that? Like, why? Why, dude? So if I kind of line myself up with the skull's eyes, I could just avoid everything. Alright, I actually weirdly think I'm already ready to play from zero. I keep forgetting to do that, man. That duel is gonna suck for a little while. It's gonna take me a bit to get that fully down. Because it's all micro-clicks. And then that's a lot faster. Okay. This level's laggy as fuck. I mean, it seems to be running fine. Plus, I'm on the full detail. Fucking hell, that duel, dude. That part's, like, actually not good. The only part of the level I feel like is outright bad. But luckily, it's very consistent getting there. It's right here. Okay, just don't click there, I guess. The white die. Oh! Okay, I kept seeing you guys mention that occasionally in chat. I didn't realize you were talking about that. This opens Prism. That's what it does. It opens Prism. You also do it with tab, but yeah, that's what that does. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize that's what you guys were asking about. Yeah, because right now, I'm using that instead of Mega Hack until, I find replacements for all the mods I give a shit about. Damn it. Chicken. This level is the one with the Dim Rain song, right? That's all I remember it for. I don't remember. Crystal Gauntlet is just bad hitbox Gauntlet. That's what it is. Although because this is the level I thought I was thinking of when I said the name, although thankfully I wasn't wrong. But there is one really good level in the Crystal Gauntlet, and it's the, Abstract Dark level. What is it? I think actually it's called Sanctuary of Light, right? Yeah, I gotta go and practice that because I forgot how to play that part. Let me, just do this. Because I can't be asked. I just need to go practice that one part. Where exactly is it? Oh, it's here. I believe. No. Okay, I think it is this part, yeah. Just put it there, and am I mini here? No. Okay. Thank God, I thought I was about to beat it in reverse. That click is so gonna kill me from zero. That's why we practice, to try to prevent things like that from happening.
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head.
If I just try to remember, it'll probably be fine.
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head.
And then the wave.
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head. Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head.
Yeah, I don't know why I called this Easy Demon Layak aside of it just being, like, flow gameplay, because, like, this doesn't even really have many tools.
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot him in the head.
Alright. I think we'll be fine. Also, chat, I have something very random to bring up, but it's something that's been on my mind. And like, I legitimately want your guys' opinion on this, even though there really isn't that much to say about it. I had a friend... I was in, well, I said it like I'm about to tell a story about losing a friend, no. But I was in call with a friend, and they chose, I didn't ask them to do this, because I really don't care what other people usually say about me, usually. But they chose, because they were kind of just fucking around, to search my name in random Discord servers, right? And for the most part, it was mundane, and nothing really weird came up. But the one trend that I noticed that was very odd was occasionally in certain list servers, I don't know which ones off the top of my head, like I don't remember. I don't think this was one of them, but just as an example, it was servers in a similar vein to like the EDL and the HDL and stuff like that. Like servers like that, like where people often give opinions about levels, difficulty, and enjoyment, right? A common thing that seemed to crop up was people saying, you know, this guy, he doesn't really... I don't know exactly how to phrase it, but they were like, he doesn't like when people disagree with him, or, like, he gets mad if you disagree with his opinions, right? And I find it odd that that was as common of a sentiment as it is, because I really don't care if people disagree with me. Like, there's so many videos where I've literally said, like, you know, if you disagree with me, that's fine, just explain why, right? And, like, these are people that don't watch my content and clearly don't know who I am, right? But, Nothing is Scary is the most unemployed person ever. Actually, that's another good example of where my tangent is going. Is like, a lot of people who don't know who I am talk about me like I'm this lazy, loser, slob piece of shit that doesn't do anything with their life, doesn't have a life, fucking, like, I constantly just shit talk people, my content's bad, all that kind of stuff, right? And they make these assumptions, and I can tell they're not viewers, because they'll say things about my content that is not true about my content, like that I'm too negative, right, is like a common sentiment. And it's weird, because I have a job, and they'll say that I'm jobless. You know, it's just like, they'll say that I get mad when people disagree with me, even though I don't care what people disagree with me. In fact, I encourage it, because I like having a dialogue. I make my reviews because I enjoy expressing my opinion, not because I feel like I'm the factual end-all be-all. You know, like, I acknowledge that my reviews are probably just straight up not the common opinion. In fact, I bet in a lot of cases my content's not actually that useful for the creators of the level. Like, there are cases where it is, like, if I talk about, like, you know, something like color theory, or, you know, how I would make things better. But a lot of the times, my content isn't being made with the goal of helping people improve projects. My goal is more just with, my content is more made with the express purpose of just trying to discuss appeal, and what appeals to me, what I like, you know what I mean? It's more, like, it's more just for fun, and for me to express what I'm interested in. And of course, I do try to, you know, but I don't know. Yeah, it's like, and like, even then, Ofichus, even if you did think that, I wouldn't have an issue with it. Because that's my whole point, is like, I am perfectly okay with people disagreeing with me. But it's like, sometimes I'll peer my head into a side of the community that I'm not from, right? Like, I joined not a YouTuber, I joined a mod developers Discord, only to find out that their Discord is filled with daily chatters, which is a side of the community I'm not really a part of, right? And all of them, like, unanimously started echoing false accusations that came from, like, the old Wavix drama years ago, right? Back in, like, 2024. And it's like, these people, through this weird game of telephone, have a mental image of me that doesn't come from things they've seen from me. It comes from things their friends on Discord have said about me. Like, I don't know, it's weird. It's so weird. And, it's so odd, because okay, so chat, here's a good example. Do you know about the whole situation I've been dealing with, where I will release a level, or I'll be a part of a level, or whatever, something involving a level going on the servers, I'll partake in that, and the level that I release will pretty much always get dislike bombed. I don't know if it's gonna keep happening, but you know about the whole dislike bombing thing. Well, there are multiple people who are doing it, but the original guy, the one who started it, right? I actually got into contact with him recently. And I got into contact with him to talk about several things, and for several reasons. And, you know, while I'm not that fond of this person, I don't really have beef with them anymore. And, by the way, I'm only not fond of them because I generally just don't like the idea of dislike botting and messing with the game's security to fuck with people and all that. Like, I don't vibe with that. But I do not, like, I don't have an issue with them beyond me just not liking what they do. And the thing is I got in contact with them, and I asked why they didn't like me, and they said, oh, it was because of what other people have said about you. To which I asked, and I clarified a bunch of that stuff and explained exactly why it wasn't true. And they were basically just like, oh, okay, makes sense. And then they just kind of, like, immediately changed opinion on me, and now they don't hate me. And it's weird, because there's so many people, and this has happened more times than I can count on two hands. There are so many people that I've met where they go, I've heard really bad things about you. And then we have, like, a small conversation for, like, 10 minutes. and they come out of it no longer hating me because they find out that 90% of the things they quote-unquote knew about me were things that were not true, that people have just told them in random Discord calls. And it's just... it's so weird. It's so weird. Just this weird game of telephone where people just think that I'm this bad person when I'm not. And I don't know. I don't get it. I really, like... I'm not even... Like, this is the thing that fucks me up. I'm not mad because of what these people say, right? Because, again, I need to stress this. I do not care if people don't like me. That's fine. I just find it weird how people have come to these conclusions in the first place. Because I think the part that I'm hung up on and that fucks me up is the common sentiment of, I believe these things because some random guy on Discord told me they were true. Like, there are still people that think that I am a PDF file because the false accusations from Wavix have telephoned their way through Discord. And people believe these false accusations because they hear someone say it in Discord. And it's just so weird. It's so weird. Because, and I really need to stress this, 99% of these cases, one conversation, and instantly, I'm fine. Mr. Enter mentioned, it kind of does remind me of the Mr. Enter situation. I've actually, okay, this is going to sound really weird, but lately I've been mentally comparing myself to Mr. Enter a lot, because of just the fact that Mr. Enter, you know, makes review content, doesn't really have the best editing skills, started off making really shit content, but improved, but his reputation is still in the gutter because of back when he made shit content, and then also has a reputation for having bad opinions, which is not helped by the fact that he actually does say really stupid shit every so often. I feel like Mr. Enter sometimes, genuinely. It is, you know, it is kind of uncanny in a lot of ways. Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. Fuck that person in particular, but yeah. But yeah, it's just weird, because, I don't know, I feel like, that's probably why I feel the way I do, is because I've seen this happen to other people before as well. And I know from seeing it happen to other people that it's best to just let people not like you and not let it bother you. But at the same time, it's just really hard for me personally to mentally get past not the fact that people dislike me, but specifically the fact that the reason a lot of these people dislike me is because of what other people have said. You know what I mean? It's just weird. It's just really weird. Man. Focus on the level? Eh. Yeah, I'll walk in. Fuck. Why did I click there? There's a pad that does that for you. Did Grax really get exposed? Where's that from? Because I'd like to see proof of that, if that's true. If someone could, like, DM me on Twitter or Discord or something. Fuck. The GD subreddit? Oh, shit. At this point, whenever someone gets exposed in the GD community like that, all I can really think to describe my emotions with is that one meme of the guy from SpongeBob looking into the side of the toilet and going, "Oh, that's real nice." You know, like all like passive aggressively, whatever. Like it's just that for me. It's like, oh great, another one. Fucking fantastic. Can these people just fuck off? Completion 1 of 2. Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot about. World Game got exposed for cheating. How are people surprised? I'm gonna be genuinely real. That is the least surprising exposal to me. First time dying to that ship. Dolphy getting exposed, that one's also not surprising to me, but that's also boring to talk about. Dolphy being exposed for being a horrible person is surprising. Dolphy being exposed for cheating is what doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I have my hands on that leaker of. I'm gonna go through it because I'm really curious. I feel guilty going through it because I actually like a lot of people on the mod team, so it feels like I'm kind of violating their privacy, and I do feel bad about that. But at the same time, like, it's already public, and I'm not, like, I don't know, I feel like, I want to go through it for more, I guess, investigative journalist-type purposes, because I want to see, definitively if anyone in there gets exposed for being awful, and apparently some people already have. Dolphy is a EDP type person, and I don't say that lightly because I hate when people just call people a ditty because I feel like that waters down how bad what they did is. But in Dolphy's case, he's straight up a fucking EDP. I don't know if this part specifically has caught on Twitter, but I knew Dolphy was exposed for that long before Twitter picked it up because I saw when the ILL Discord server found out about it. And, like, Dolphy, the reason I call him an EDP is because, unironically, Dolphy sent his shit to somebody. So, like, the comparison exists. Yeah, fucking horrible person. When it comes to those exposals, like how many things have been exposed within the last week, it feels like we're almost doing like the GD community purge, you know what I mean? Like the movie The Purge, it's like that, but for the GD community. The same fucking death as when I was attempting it the first time. Well, isn't EVW in the mod team too? I think he left. I think he was, but he left. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's in the private server or something, I don't know. From everything I've been able to tell, though, EVW's clean. From what I've heard. I still need to go through everything myself, but yeah. I just haven't had the time. I've been busy with work. Which, like, it's gonna sound fucked up, but I need to worry about my personal life more than stuff like that. And I think I have that mentality because I know that other people are gonna look into it, so even if I don't look into it, it's gonna be found. I don't know, Okay, I don't talk about my mental health a lot because I generally just don't want to be a downer. But, this case, I wouldn't be being a downer. So, chat, you mind if I talk about my mental health for a sec? We're gonna pause for a sec just so I can talk, alright? I just want to, like, talk about this, because this is really cool, okay? So, starting off negative, we're gonna get positive here, but I don't think I've ever truly talked about this, but I genuinely have severe depression and anxiety. I've always had it. It's not even like the kind of depression that people will get super like emotional talking about. I have like almost like a well, I mean, all depression is medical, but like I have I mean, why don't I just fucking say it? I have bipolar depression. That's the... Is this the bit when your chat becomes your therapist? No, because I'm actually talking about stuff that has happened between me and my therapist, so yeah, we'll get there. Anyway, I have bipolar depression, so I'll just randomly get into these, like, super fucking low points, right? And, no, it's not bad for the occasion, Rob, because this gets positive, don't worry. The thing is I've always been able to sort of, I don't want to say mask it, because I don't bottle it up, but I've always been good at, I guess, coping with it. But it's always been something that's affected me. Like, this is gonna be the saddest thing I say, don't worry, it's up from here. But, just to give you an idea of where I have been at in the past, there have been days where I just slept the whole fucking day, right? Because I just didn't want to wake up. So anyway, here's the good part. And keep in mind, actually, before I get to the good part, I do have to say one more thing. I have a therapist. I've been seeing her regularly for about half a year to a year now. And the thing is I've always, and I cope with humor, so I've always joked with my therapist that I have the high score for highest depression and anxiety score when I take, like, the depression screening, right? But anyway, this is, like, the big thing. And this is where things get positive. Ever since I've got my job, I have encountered a large variety of people. I've talked to, and I've met people, and consistently they've all been really cool, right? The thing is, the place I work at, if you're familiar with Sam's Club at all as a place, it's kind of like if Walmart owned Costco. And you have to pay, like, a membership to shop there. You have to pay, like, $50 a year. And I think, and I might have mentioned this on stream in the past, but I think because you have to pay to shop there, everyone's just generally nicer. You don't really get as many Karens, right? And so everyone I communicate with is very positive, and on top of that, having this job gets me out of the house and gets me, like, outdoors and going outside and doing things. And, the main thing is, where I'm going with this is, and you can probably already see where I'm going with this, my mental health has fucking skyrocketed ever since getting this job. I've been in a way better mood. I've actually wanted to do things. I used to, because of my depression, have a problem where I just wouldn't clean my room. I've not only wanted to clean my room, but I've managed to have fun doing it. Like, oh man, I cannot tell you just how happy I am. And the big thing is I took another depression screening talking to my therapist, and it was the lowest, low being a good thing because we're talking like scores, the higher the score, the more depressed you are. It is the lowest I think I've ever scored on a depression screening. I still have depression because it's bipolar depression. It's like clinical. It's never going to go away, but I've been happy. You know what I mean? And what I've kind of realized, right, is before, you know, because I still live with my parents. I always have. And before, you know, when you're in your room constantly and you not only don't do anything, but more importantly, you don't need to do anything, and you just sit in your room all day, you know, there's good about it. Playing video games and making content always made me happy, but the dark side of it is that I have more time to watch content that isn't great for your mental health, you know, like, this person did a bad thing, you know, like, look at this fucking 2-hour video, like, one content creator that I really like is Technicals. He makes really funny videos about people in the Smash community being fucking awful, right? I may not agree with his politics, but I do genuinely enjoy watching the guy. He has a really funny video where he makes fun of, Ludwig for this terrible fucking drinking and driving themed Mario Kart event he did, where basically the idea was everyone got drunk and played Mario Kart, hence the drinking and driving theme. But the reason he made fun of and kind of bashed Ludwig for the event is because Ludwig allowed it to get really out of hand and people drank way too fucking much. And so he was, like, making fun of him for genuinely endangering people, and the video is legitimately entertaining because he presents it as, like, a mock TED Talk, right? And it kind of has, like, a old-school iDubbbz content cop feel to it. And it's like, I love videos like that. I do, but when that's all you ever do is watch videos like that about, like, this person's fucking horrible, you know? And you start getting into, like, you know, BreadTube, and you watch a lot of, like, I think one of my big things was watching the, H-Bomber guy plagiarism video, right? Those videos are fine if you watch them occasionally and you have other shit to do, but if all you ever do is sit in your room and just watch videos like that, it can start to take a toll on you. And I've just really started to value the importance of, like, getting off of the internet every so often and going out and doing something, even if it's just something as simple as opening your front door, stepping outside, and just breathing, enjoying the fresh air. I can't really do that because where I live, the air quality is really low, but whatever. Like, there's something nice about just going outside and doing shit and talking to people. And I don't know, I just feel happy. And I don't know. And the one thing that sucks, too, is I feel very privileged because not only did I get a job, which is already hard, but I got a job that I like. But even if you can't get a job, right, and you can't get one that you enjoy, which is legitimately not shameful, and you should not bash yourself for that, I do want to encourage everyone to occasionally just shut off their computer, go outside, just go for a walk, appreciate nature, fucking just let yourself, like, get in touch with yourself, you know? Like, go out, talk with a friend, fucking do whatever you can to just get away from it all, because I don't know if it's because of how corporate the internet has gotten, but, like, regularly going on Twitter. I mean, this last week, great example, right? This last week in the GD community has been nothing but PDF file exposed, PDF file exposed, this guy's a cheater, fucking, the entirety of the mod team is awful, fucking, look at the politics, look at Trump, fucking, like, it's so exhausting, and I now have the privilege of getting to take my phone, put it in my pocket, and not check it for 6 hours a day. I just get 6 hours of no internet, and I'm not one of those old people that'll go, oh man, the internet's so bad for you, technology's bad, we need to get rid of it. No. But like anything you enjoy, playing video games, fucking, you know, eating food, fucking going for walks, exercise, like all that sort of stuff, anything that's good or bad, fun or mundane, you have to do it all in moderation. And I feel like the internet, no one does things in moderation, so, I don't know, just, that's my main thing with this rant, is I've learned to take care of myself, not just in terms of mental health and physical health, but I've learned to take care of myself in terms of life experience. And, I don't know. Maybe someone out there will find this valuable, but genuinely, like, it could even be simple. Like, all of you, I'm sure, whether you live with them or not, have some sort of family. Even if, you know, your parents have, like, passed away or whatever. Maybe you don't really have the ability to talk to your mom or dad or whatever. Like, you could even be in a situation where you don't really have that much to contact. But you probably at least have at least one friend out there that you consider family because you're close to them. And even if you have to start small, like, go talk to them, you know, like, leave your bedroom for a few minutes, go out to your living room, say hi to your parents, just talk to them about life, you know, it does a lot. But yeah. Anyway, that was heavy, but it's something I wanted to share because it's a lot of progress I've made. And, yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna get back to playing the level. I know that rant was super random, but it's just something I wanted to talk about, because it's just been... I don't know, I think TLD... Not TLDR, because you're not reading it. TLDL, because you're listening. TLDL, I'm happy, and that's the big takeaway. I am very happy, and I want to share that happiness, you know? Yep, alright. Hearing this talk and then thinking of all the false negative things people blame you for is insane. I mean, that's the other thing, though. Actually, I don't know why I didn't mention that, because that was part of why this was on my mind. A lot of the times people shit-talking me, it's very easy to get deep into it and be like, oh man, so many people on the internet don't like me. And I used to really be affected by that, I'm not gonna lie, but it's crazy, because there was a moment, right, and honestly, this is how little it bothers me now. I don't even remember what people were mad about. I don't remember if it was a tweet, or a video, or what have you, but people were mad at me about something, right? And I remember I was having one of the best work days I think I'd ever had in terms of just, like, happiness and talking to people. And it's funny because I was having a great morning, because, you know, you imagine a job you do, first half of your shift, lunch break, second half of your shift, right? So I do the first half shift, I'm really happy, and then my lunch break, I check Twitter, and it's all, like, negativity because people are pissed at me. And then I put my phone away and start the second half of my shift, and I'm happy again. And it really goes to show that things on the internet can feel really awful until you realize that a lot of those things are contained within the internet, and no one knows who you are, even if they know who you are, in quotes, right? And it's something I've learned. Like, yeah, some random fucking guy on the internet doesn't like me, but that's some random fucking guy on the internet, and it can be very hard to remember that, genuinely. Nothing matters on the internet. See, that's the thing. I wouldn't go that far, right? Things on the internet matter. It's just, you know, like people can make relationships on the internet, make really close friends, but you have to be able to tell who matters on the internet, I guess. Fuck. This random fuck-ass guy who I've never met in person doesn't like me. Oh no, anyways. That's kind of the thing, too, is like, I've had people online get so mad at my Geometry Dash reviews that they send me death threats. And all I can think, like, it used to, like, really get to me. Nowadays, all I can think is, dude, imagine how fucking funny it would be if some dude just showed up and wanted to fist fight me over fucking Geometry Dash. Like, that, I would open the door for that motherfucker just to record that fight, because it'd be so goddamn funny. Just imagining, like, some dude who lives in, like, fucking, like, one of the flyover states, like, some motherfucker living in, like, I don't know, like, Kentucky, right? Just imagine some guy in fucking Kentucky gets really mad because I don't like Dark Dimension or something, and so he just, like, takes a flight to my house, and I'm just like, bro, it's Dark Dimension. You're really gonna get that pressed? That's mad over a mid-ass remake. I'm just like, it's so funny to me, the mental image that I have painted in my head now. Because, like, I don't know if I mentioned this, right? No, I definitely mentioned it. I don't know if it's still happening. It hasn't happened to me in, like, a month or more. At least I think it's been a month. It might have been a little under a month. Whatever. It's been a while. It hasn't happened since I mentioned that it was happening, basically. But, if you remember, there was a point in time where someone was, like, sending me gore on Twitter to threaten me, right? And I just can't get the mental image out of my head over what kind of person was doing that. Because, rule of thumb, if someone needs to send you gore to be threatening, they're not threatening. Especially when you understand how the internet works and you realize they probably just got whatever image they sent you off a random site. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just imagining a guy on, like, fucking LiveLeak, even though LiveLeak doesn't exist anymore. I'm just imagining some guy on LiveLeak, like, huddled on the keyboard, like, he has back problems or whatever. He's just like, this image will really fuck with Nothing Is Scary. I'm gonna send this one to him. He just, like, sends me a LiveLeak video, and I'm like, oh. Good job. Good going, buddy. You know how to use Google Images. Now, you know how to use Google Images. Well, I know how to use a shotgun. So good luck at my front door. I'm kidding, by the way. I do not own a shotgun. But you get what I mean. It's like, just some of the least threatening people trying to be threatening. And I think it's like, part of it too is like, if they were mad about something that mattered, I'd probably take it more seriously. But again, I must stress, people are mad at me over GD levels, right? And it's like, and mind you, I'd understand too if like these are valid things to be mad about, but at the end of the day, we're talking about me expressing whether or not I like a level in a game. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Just imagine the alternate reality where I decided instead to review Mario Maker levels. People do not understand just how good GD levels are for me to be able to make as many good, positive reviews as I do, and for negative reviews to be as rare as they are. And on top of that, people don't understand how good GD levels are for the negative reviews to be as detailed as they are. Because, like, even bad GD levels take effort, and it's like, for my main complaints to be, the gameplay's annoying and you messed up the deco. It's like, bro, in other games with custom content, there would be no deco. Just like, people don't understand how good we have it in this community. It's like fucking, we could be the Minecraft community. The fucking Roblox community, you know? Fucking Roblox. I feel so bad for anyone in the Roblox community, like, genuinely. Because the shit they deal with, like, that, I'll never understand people saying, like, the GD community is the most toxic community I've ever seen. No. No. Because the Smash Melee community exists, bro. The Undertale community. I mean, yeah, the Undertale community is really not that bad either. It's... there's some bad shit that's happened in the Undertale community, for sure, but, like, even then, the Undertale community, due to what Undertale as a game is, at least understands basic compassion. Although, I think, truthfully, the Undertale community might have the worst PDF file. Not to rank them or anything. I don't want to be that one YouTube video that popped in everyone's recommended for some reason. We don't rank PDF files, but I do think that the Undertale community has the worst one. And I don't even have to name them. You guys probably know who I'm talking about. Worse than Epstein? Okay, Epstein wasn't really in a community. He was just... I don't even know what the fuck that guy was. He was creepy as shit. He was easily one of the worst human beings on the planet. But I'm talking, like, yeah. Anyway, I don't have to say who for you to probably know who I'm talking about. Yeah, I've already seen them named in the chat, yeah. Anyway, Shay is probably one of the worst human beings I've ever fucking seen. Like, Jesus Christ, I do not know... Like, I do not understand how a person can get that bad. I am legitimately, like... Yeah, but other than that one guy, I think, like, the Undertale community is pretty fine. I don't see that much toxicity in it. I also, another community I'm willing to defend is the TF2 community. And I don't even like TF2, but... From what I've seen, most of the toxicity from the TF2 community is just people that want Valve to fix the fucking game. Because it has, like, a really bad botting problem. And I kind of think that's understandable, because I feel like it's understandable for you to want the game you bought and paid for, although I think, if I'm not mistaken, TF2 went free to play, but that doesn't change the fact that it wasn't always free to play. People bought and paid for it. I can understand people wanting the game they bought and paid for to fucking work. Like, if the game is so non-functional, maybe it's time for Valve to pull it from Steam, but they won't do that. Why am I suddenly not able to click a blue orb? Oh yeah, you're right. Chicken. That doesn't count, because that was just me being stupid. Chicken. I think I'm clicking before I'm touching the pad. I think that's what's happening there. I accidentally started going for Zafkiel. How do you accidentally start going for Zafkiel? I mean, okay, to be fair, I did accidentally go for Cataclysm, so maybe I'm not one to judge. Chicken jockey. Fuck off. I am convinced that I am convinced that fucking Enzor, right? I'm not mispronouncing that. Yeah, I am convinced that Enzor just let Chase put one singular click in the level, and that was the one. No, there's a trope in his levels. I didn't really notice that issue in Layak. Granted, now that I think about it, have I really played any Enzor level aside of this in Layak? Fucking Christ. Got like possessed by a demon there. I don't know what that was. Rebeat's taking longer than the original. I mean, if you disregard the amount of time I wasn't playing the level and I was just talking, it's taking about the same amount of time, if not slightly less. There we go. Nice. I'm almost at 5,500 stars. Oh, banger song. You know what? Out of any song in any video game, Toad's Factory Mario Kart Wii, actually one of the best songs ever. And I accidentally interrupted it with fucking Kevin MacLeod, or MacLeod, which of the whatever of the two. Have I done all of these? Like, grab the chest? Yeah, okay. Only 3 more paths. Alright, next gauntlet is Power. Which doesn't have demons. I'll do that one off stream. Halloween. Does this one have demons? No, I'll do that off stream. Treasure, does this have demons? No, I'll do that off stream. Gem, I'm saving that for the end because that's new. Inferno, okay, we're doing Inferno. We'll have to rebeat in Silico again, which is fine. Actually, I kind of want to do Burn off stream, though. Oh, dear fuck. I don't want to do this one. I have to, but I don't want to do that one. What's the next one that starts with a demon? Christmas, Mystery... Cyborg, I don't think this has demons. I guess we could start with World. I want to do... The game crashed, great. I want to do World and NCS on stream in their entirety, including the non-demons. Also, hey Mark. And Space. Yeah, just like the big 3. World, NCS, and Space I want to do in full. Oh yeah, so update on that, Mark. For reasons that are kind of hard to explain, even though my monitor can handle 100 hertz, based off of the resolution settings that I want, because I like running my monitor at 16 by 10 for a lot of reasons, but mainly because I tend to play games in windowed mode a lot, 60 hertz is still better for me. Like, my monitor supports 100 hertz, 60 hertz is still better for me to use. I prefer it. So I'm still playing on 60 hertz. But, I mean, 240 physics still, so it's fine. I don't need this now. Yeah, no, I mean, more specifically, it's a weird number, but when I, and I'll show you guys this, when I set my monitor resolution to what I want it at, which is 1680 by 1050, by the way, if I set it to that, it locks my monitor at 59.95 hertz. I don't know if I can select, yeah, I can select this without changing it. So yeah, if I go to my native resolution of 1920 by 1080, I can go up to 100 hertz, even though it's not showing that to me right now. I can do it. Oh, I don't have the right monitor selected, that's why. So yeah, if I go to this, I can select 100 hertz, right? But if I go to this resolution, it locks me at 59.95 9.5, which is such an oddly specific number, but I like this because it runs basically flawlessly like this. And yeah, I have no performance issues, the game feels fine, and I can run GD at a flawless 240 FPS, so I don't get the physics drop of 60 Hz. It's fine. Like, this works. Why is the music so low? The song slaps. Fuck. This is one of the easiest Gauntlet levels. Stop skill issuing. I don't even remember what I was doing when 2.2 dropped, I'll be honest. I completely forgot. There's a coin up there. How do you get that? I want the coin. How do I get it? How do I get the coin? Oh. So does the coin just go away? Or is it gonna come up later? Man, I can't believe it. This stream has gone in so many different places, but the one thing I definitely did not expect was to find a complaint with Nivel. The one of my favorite Gauntlet levels, and I also don't know if I'm saying the name correctly, because I know it's Spanish for level, and I'm not good at pronouncing Spanish words. So, I'm gonna assume that whatever happened, it's just like, oh, you took the coin route, now it's... Never mind. There's Rafer shit, isn't there? Oh, actually, no, that's not that bad. I also noticed in the archive of the previous stream, but sometimes it does freezing lag for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why. It just does that. I can't do much about it. I think it might be an internet thing. I don't know. I'm almost tempted to drop my stream quality to 720p. See if that helps. Not this stream, of course, but like in the future. I forgot the coin. Oh, wow, okay. That's timing. I was about to say I don't care, we're gonna keep going, but I guess not. I want to beat Bloodbath before I graduate. Why am I fucking starting to feel so tired? I hate how this hits me like a truck. It just comes out of nowhere. I guess it's because I have a sleep schedule now. I don't know. God, that part's so flashy. I didn't hit the button. Fuck. Well, almost. I don't know why people consider AQ Cat at a Bloodbath a jump. No, it is a jump. It's like 4 tiers. 3 or 4 tiers, yeah. It's 3 tiers, because it's tier 21 to tier 24. It's about the equivalent of going from decode to 9 circles. It's a popular jump for sure, though. Especially Cat at a Bloodbath. That's a really common thing, but it is a jump nonetheless. Alright, that's officially turned me off of going for this coin. That's fucking annoying. I do not care now. Fucking jump over the platform, my god. Truthfully, too, if I really want to get the coin that bad, I could just rebeat this for it later, because it's not hard. There we go. God, I'm really starting to get tired. I'm gonna have to end stream after we beat this. Because I'm struggling with this. If I'm struggling on this, then I'm really out of it. Probably doesn't help that this level is just really relaxing. Luckily, the blinding fucking strobe lights in that part in particular do help wake me up a little bit for the rest of the attempt. I tried to release the button to do a second click, but I actually just couldn't move my finger off the button for some reason. Fuck, I'm sorry. Sorry. I didn't even mean to do the coin route jump. That was like an actual accident. Good night, Ofik Choose. God damn it. I can pronunciation. Yeah, good night, Ofik Choose. Oh, man. Are you fucking kidding me? This is probably getting really annoying to watch because it's such an easy level and I'm just dying because I'm tired. Oh, fuck, dude. Can I stop being tired for 5 seconds? I hate how this is basically how all of my streams have been ending, because, you know, before I was able to stream at night and never really be tired, like I was fully energetic. I mean, fuck, I did the How to Platformer stream. But also, to be fair, I was only able to do that because I had a fucked up sleep schedule, and that's not good. So, I don't know. There we go. Honestly, easy as shit. I shouldn't have spent so much time on it. I'm just tired. This is in reality a very easy 6-star. Like, I always thought this felt more like a 4-star. But it is learny, so I guess. I don't know. I don't even think it's learny, actually. I don't know what I think of it. 15 attempts. Okay, maybe I didn't spend as much time on it as I thought. Oh, wait, no, that's because that's the server one. 55. Okay, so 70 attempts for both completions. Whatever, I don't know. Yeah. Good level. Let me... Thought I already opened this. Maybe I did. Maybe it's because of the crash. I don't fucking know. What'd I miss? Not much. Fuck. Alright. I'm gonna end stream. Good night, everyone.